The last lesson in this punctuation section shows some fun examples. Here we have a light-hearted look at punctuation. Think of it as a reward for going through all that heavy section before. And we show how very small changes in punctuation can make huge changes in meaning. For example, a comma can really make a difference. I laugh at fools like you. In other words, we are similar and we both laugh at fools. But if we miss out the comma, I laugh at fools like you, which means I laugh at fools and you're one of them. Big difference in meaning. Or let's eat, Granny. So here we're suggesting to Granny that we eat. If we miss out the comma, we get let's eat Granny, which is suggesting that we eat Granny. Poor Granny. Or if you have several plans and you separate the different things with a comma, as correctly shown here, my plans are watching Little Sister, shower, then off to the cinema. So there's three things I'm doing: watching Little Sister, then I'm having a shower, then I'm off to the cinema. But if we miss out the commas, my plans are watching Little Sister shower, then off to the cinema. So it actually looks like your plan is watching your little sister shower, which is probably not what was meant. Or another interesting one, most of the time, travellers worry about their luggage, which I think is probably true these days. But if we miss out the comma, we end up with that most of the time travellers worry about their luggage. So we have time travellers. That's interesting. Or putting a colon in the wrong place can have a huge difference. Attention employees, toxic. So this is a warning to the employees about something poisonous. If we get the colon in the wrong place, we get attention employees toxic, which is warning people that the employees are poisonous. Oops. Or a similar one, caution pedestrians, slippery when wet. So this is warning the pedestrians to be careful where they're walking when it's wet. It could be slippery. If we get the colon in the wrong place, caution, pedestrians slippery when wet. So this is a warning that when the pedestrians are wet, they get slippery. That's just silly. And you also need the right number of full stops. So here, for instance, love people, cook them tasty food. So this is saying, be nice to people, cook them some tasty food. It's a nice thing to do. If we get a full stop in the wrong place, love people, cook them tasty food. That's sort of cannibalism, isn't it? Or we are hiring new fish recipes. So two pieces of information. The first is we are hiring. Are you looking for more staff? And the additional information is, oh, we have some new fish recipes as well. If we forget the full stop, we are hiring new fish recipes, which doesn't make sense at all. Or as a warning sign on the road, slow, children at play. So it's telling drivers to slow down. There are children playing, and one might run into the street, so be careful. Or if we get the full stops wrong, slow children at play. Doesn't sound as good, does it? Now, all those examples we've just seen are real examples. They're not made up. Now, this one is slightly made up, but it's still good. So a class was asked to punctuate the following sentence. And I'll read it very evenly. A woman without her man is nothing. All the boys wrote, a woman without her man is nothing. And all the girls wrote, a woman. Without her, man is nothing. Punctuation matters. And lastly, a great definition of grammar and of course punctuation. It's the difference between knowing your shit and knowing your shit. And you now know enough grammar to take that one apart yourselves.